Welcome back to another episode on our channel, where today we're going to be discussing the Simp code, 8 behaviors that give you away. Before we get into the video, remember to leave a like. Now, let's begin. Number 1. You are overly friendly with everyone. So, one of the main ways that you can give yourself away is by being overly friendly with everyone. This goes for men and women. If you are too friendly with someone who is of the opposite sex, then people around you might think that you have romantic feelings for that person. It is completely natural to be friends with people of the opposite sex, but there is a line between being a good friend and being overly friendly. If you are always giving them compliments or being touchy, people will start to suspect that you want more than just friendship. Remember, if you are being touchy or complimenting them a lot, it should be in a respectful manner. If it is respectful, then it should be fine. But if you are crossing that line and getting touchy or giving compliments that are not wanted, then people will start to see through you. Number 2, you change your tone when speaking to them. Another way that you can give yourself away is by changing your tone when speaking to them. For example, you may become more flirtatious or use a higher-pitched voice. People are able to pick up on these changes in tone, and it can make them uncomfortable, especially if they are not aware of your feelings for the other person. If you are speaking to a member of the opposite sex and you suddenly find yourself changing your tone, it is important to be aware of it. It may be unintentional, but it could also mean that your feelings for this person are stronger than you think. Number 3, you try to impress them at every opportunity. So another way that you can give yourself away is by trying to impress them at every opportunity. This is especially true if you are doing things that are out of character for you. For example, if you are usually a shy person, but you suddenly find yourself being very loud and outgoing around them, it can be a dead giveaway that you have feelings for them. Similarly, if you are usually very neat and tidy, but you are constantly making a mess around them, it can also be a sign that you are trying too hard to impress them. Ultimately, it is important to be aware of how you are acting around the person you like. If you are acting in a way that is uncharacteristic of you, it could be because you are trying too hard to impress them, and that in turn can give you away. Number 4, you pay for everything when you are together. So another way that you can give yourself away is by paying for everything when you are with them. It is important to be aware of how much money you are spending on the person you like. If you are constantly buying them things or paying for everything when you are together, it could be a sign that you are trying too hard to impress them. It is perfectly okay to treat them once in a while, but if it becomes a pattern, it could give you away. In addition, they may start to expect you to pay for everything, which can put a strain on your friendship or relationship. If you find yourself in this situation, it is important to have a conversation with them about setting boundaries. Ultimately, it is up to you to decide how much money you are comfortable spending on the person you like. But it is important to be aware of how your actions may be perceived by them. Number 5, you ask others what they think of them. Another way that you can give yourself away is by asking others what they think of the person you like. It is normal to want to get other people's opinions on the person you like. But it is important to be careful about who you ask and how you ask them. If you are constantly asking your friends what they think of the person you like, it can be a sign that you are not confident in your own feelings. It can also give the impression that you are not mature enough to handle this situation on your own. In addition, if you start asking questions about the person, such as what they think of the person's appearance or personality, it can be seen as gossiping. Ultimately, it is best to keep your thoughts about the person you like to yourself. If you need advice, it is best to speak to a close friend or family member. Number 6, you talk about your feelings for them all the time. So another way that you can give yourself away is by talking about your feelings for them all the time. When you are constantly talking about the person you like, it can be a sign that you are not over them. You may think that you are moving on, but if you are still talking about them nonstop, it means that you are not able to let go. In addition, if you are constantly bringing up the past, it can be a sign that you are not ready to move on. It is important to remember that it is okay to take time to grieve the loss of a relationship, but it is also important to know when to move on. If you find yourself constantly talking about your feelings for them, it may be helpful to take some time for yourself to reflect on how you are feeling. It may also be helpful to speak to a therapist or counselor who can help you work through your emotions. Number 7, you stalk them on social media. So another way that you can give yourself away is by stalking them on social media. When you are stalking someone on social media, you are invading their privacy, and it can be a major turnoff. If they find out that you have been stalking them, it can ruin any chance you have of having a relationship with them. In addition, it can be a sign that you are not respecting their boundaries. If you find yourself stalking them on social media, it is important to take a step back and ask yourself why you are doing it. Are you really curious about their life, or are you just trying to satisfy your own needs? If you are stalking them because you are not respecting their boundaries, it is important to change this behavior. You can start by taking a break from social media and focusing on your own life. You can also reach out to a mental health professional who can help you work on developing healthy boundaries. Number 8. You avoid talking about them. So another way that you can give yourself away is by avoiding talking about them. You may think that you are being subtle, but people can pick up on when you are being evasive about the topic. They may start to wonder why you are so secretive, and it can create tension in your friendship or relationship. In addition, it can give the impression that you are not being honest with them. If you find yourself avoiding talking about them, it is important to be aware of why you are doing it. Are you ashamed of your feelings for them? Are you afraid of what they will think of you? Once you identify the reason, you can start to work on it. It may be helpful to speak to a trusted friend or family member about your feelings. You can also seek professional help if you need assistance in working through your emotions. In conclusion, these are 8 ways that you can give yourself away. It is important to be aware of these signs so that you do not accidentally reveal your feelings for someone. By being mindful of your behavior, you can protect yourself from embarrassment and potential rejection. Additionally, if you feel that you are giving away your feelings for someone, it is important to take steps to control it. By following the tips above, you can learn to keep your feelings for someone private and avoid giving yourself away. Thank you for watching. Let us know in the comments below what you think of this video. We hope that you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, then remember to leave a like and subscribe.